Some great stories. Want to tell me one?
There was 6 gigs that went the way I wanted them to. There was 4 gigs that didn't. There was one fiasco gig the first time. One time, Jim bought me a pop on the way to a gig. That's about it, really. Nothing I care to elaborate on. I mean, I barely remember, other than my part in the band, I barely remember what those guys had to offer, because frankly, I don't think they really offered anything.
Did you ever tour?
Yeah, we did some shows, small
We
tours.
went to a couple places in Indiana where we
mostly
heard
we
about
toured,
some burgeoning scenes and
we toured, what was the name of that? Airport Highway.
Yeah, there's like 5 clubs on Airport Highway.
Yeah, so one night actually we played about 4 of the clubs.
That was a great night because we
it was
were
great.
so tired and stuff, but we just kept pushing on and made some great
If we would have
music.
thought ahead, we would just had all the people go to the one club and be done with it. But no, we brought all the people to each particular show.
I think that really sums up the band, though. I mean,
yeah.
we were really...
we were young at the time.
Well,
we
no,
made
I mean,
some mistakes.
we were liked by different
people who lived on Airport Highway.
Well, we played this gig one time at the Blind Pig in Ann Arbor, and I don't even know how we got the show, to begin with, because it's kind of a high class place. But we were playing with a guy by the name of G Love and Special Sauce. They were this kind of like white hip hoppy, I don't know how to even describe, like soul.
The more embarrassing,
Well,
the better.
there was this one time where it was our first show, and I was pretty nervous, and I was setting up the drums, and I thought they had the twisty things on the legs for the drum. I think it's called a floor tom.
So while they were playing, we knew we weren't going to get paid for the show, and so while they were playing, he had his clothes that he changed into after his stage show was over, and me and Sean and Keith was a little too he's too good to do the pranks and whatnot, but we took a dump on his clothes,
And I was twisting him right, and I got it set up, and we start jamming. We just start going into the songs, and everything's going real smoothly. I played 2 drums, and I was standing up, so I was just kind of beating on them like that, and all of a sudden the drums fell. I didn't set it up right. I was so nervous, embarrassed that I just went with it, I'm like beating on it while it's on the ground, and trying to play the other drum.
So what was the road like?
the Airport Highway.
Yeah.
It's a lot of potholes and stuff. It's
Well, there was.
I think
Yeah.
he's asking the question in a kind of a symbolic sense as opposed to the actual road itself.
Oh, you meant like being on the road, like Seeger kind of thing on.
Well, there was Wits End, which is now Club Baja.
Yeah,
Carol's,
Apparently the Carols.
Which went through like permutations of different, like Liquid, and now it's like some sort of Mexican.
Club
Yeah.
Shangri-La.
Real kind of shady places. Kind of
Good
reflects
good for the whole overall aesthetic of rock and roll, the sweaty bar scene.
really
There was-
really good reflection of Toledo.
Then there was the Meadows, which is like an Italian family restaurant.
There's
Which,
like that Knights of Columbus.
yeah,
Oh, that was
a bust.
not
It was
really
a
that
bust.
good of a show. And Keith just stopped, and he was pretty mad at me, so he just went over and set it up, and Damien just kind of kept riffing on the guitar, and then but Keith he kind of pushed me a little bit. Well, I mean, yeah, I did use eardrums, and I hadn't really played any kind of instrument before that.
Yeah,
I was a natural at
It was mine.
Like that for the first show, and I saw you guys play. And his drums fell down,
Oh, that was so
During
embarrassing. That was
soundcheck.
so
They
embarrassing.
fell down.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, people still.
Keith didn't really set those up right.
Yeah, well, I was too busy writing songs and singing them and playing guitar to worry about your drums. So.
They were your drums.
Yeah, but they were your responsibility.
Give it up for Pope John Rhythm III on drums. And our new member, Jimmy Stacks on lead guitar.
And the great, always great, beautiful human being, Johnny Bolt. Johnny Bolt!
What were the reasons behind the breakup?
Well, pretty much I took these guys as far as they could go. I mean, I had to do my own thing, and these guys. I mean, there's not so much. There's not so much you can do with two drums and another guitar for one, and for two, they have real bad attitudes.
Well, one guitar.
And three, I needed to like reassess why I like music to begin with.
So how did you handle the breakup?
Not well. I went into a deep depression for some time after that, and
How did you handle the breakup?
Well, I broke up the band. It was my idea, and I just moved.
So how did you handle the breakup?
The breakup of the band?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good. I was actually really happy about the fact that, you know, it was over. I was moving on in my life. You know, I had a girl. You know, I was dating and stuff, and you know, I ended up marrying her. And
I thought we would be the next biggest thing, you know, since Hawkwind, really. And
you know, I mean, it was. You could see it coming, you know. I think it affected Sean more than it, you know, affected anybody else, because he kind of went downhill after the.
there was internal issues, but I thought we could get over them. But there's just that when two big personalities, you know, two artists, natural artists, combine, there's fireworks, man. And there's electricity, and there's heat, and after a while, human beings can't stand that heat.